Shalom Uvracha. In our last video, we learned how they took Trumah and Maasar in the time of the Beit HaMikdash. And if you haven't seen it, I advise you to go back and watch that video and learn how they took Trumah and Maasar, the produce to make from Eretz Israel to make it fitting to eat, the 5 gifts we give to the Kohen impurity, Trumah Gedolah, to the Levi, Maasar Rishon. The Levi gives 10% to the Kohen, Trumah Maasar. And then depending on the years, 10% Maasar Sheni to be eaten in Jerusalem in purity, or 10% to the poor, Maasar Ani. How do we do it today? Today, when we don't have purity, the Kohanim can't eat impurity. When we can't take our produce to be eaten in Jerusalem, and we're not even 100% sure if the Levi and Kohanim today are really got correct lineage, we take Trumah and Maasar today in the smallest way, so that we don't lose and forget the mitzvah, and that we're prepared for that great day when we'll do it in all its fullness again. How do we do it today? When you buy food in Israel, you either buy it from a place that has a hechsher. The major supermarkets, all near the fruit and vegetables store, have a sign saying that the Rabbanut has come and taken Trumah and Maasar. But if you buy fruit or vegetables from a shop that doesn't have a hechsher, a certificate that a rabbi is taking care of the Trumah and Maasar, you need to do it yourself. How do you do that? You take off a little bit more than 1% of each type of food. You bought grapes and bananas and tomatoes. You cut off a little bit more than 1% of the grape, a little bit more than 1% of the tomatoes, and a little bit more than 1% of the bananas. You put each type next to its type. And then you open up the siddur and you make a declaration. In that declaration, you declare that a small part, a little tiny part, will be Trumah Gedolah. You declare that 10% will be for the Maasar Rishon. You declare that from that Maasar Rishon, 10% should be Trumah Maasar. You then declare that 10% should be Maasar Sheni and redeemed on a coin that you have set aside. And you have to make sure you have a coin set aside. Or if it's a year for the poor, the 10% should be the poor. Then you take a little bit more than 1% you put aside, you wrap it up and put it in the bin. Now, it sounds very confusing. I want to suggest to you 2 ways that you can do this very simply. The first way is to subscribe to an organization that will provide for you use of their coins and explain to you how to take Trumah and Maasar very simply. The Machon Torah Ba'aretz provides such a service, and you can find them online. You give a subscription to them and they allow you to use their coins. You still have to take a little bit more than 1% and make the declaration. It becomes much simpler. Another way is, if you have coins set aside, you can take a little bit more than 1% of each type of food and make the following declaration. This should be Trumah and Maasar according to what's written in the siddur. Then wrap up a little bit more than 1% and dispose of it in the bin. The reason this works is it's like when you click that little box on the forms on the internet, I agree to all the conditions. Even though the conditions aren't in front of you, you agree when you tick the box, the conditions that are written somewhere else. Here too, by saying this is Trumah and Maasar and everything that's written in my siddur, you agree to all the conditions that are written in the siddur. As long as you have a basic understanding of what we're doing, which please God, by last video and this video, you have some understanding of what's going on, it will then work. Enjoy your fruit. Shalom.